We are back with our countdown to the Winter Olympics. The opening ceremony, as Heather just mentioned a few minutes ago, now just 14 days away.
One star we cannot wait to cheer on is two-time Olympic champion and our friend Mikaela Shiffrin.
Yeah, she's been busy ahead of the games, breaking a World Cup record just last week, and now Mikaela is starring in a new campaign from NBC Sports and Universal Pictures, part of our parent company, NBC Universal.
All right, in it, she finds herself face-to-face with a few stars from the upcoming film Jurassic World Dominion. So check it out.
Baby.
Wow.
That'll make us too fast.
Come on.
Mikaela, excellent acting. We are so proud of you. You know, Shaun White is doing this, Nathan Chen.
Yeah.
What did you think when they came to you and said, like, hey, you want to ski with dinosaurs?
Yeah, oh my gosh. I was like, yes, absolutely. Jurassic World I'm a big fan. So, yeah, I was kind of geeking out that whole day, and it gave me a whole new world of respect for what actors do on a daily basis, because I got, a full days of worth of shooting kind of taste of it. I was like, oh my gosh, this is not that easy. And trying to imagine a dinosaur, trying to imagine Blue there and being like, oh my gosh,
Well, you were like a pro.
Great.
You're a pro. By the way, speaking of geeking out, we're geeking out because you're about to go to the Olympic Games again. It's a couple of weeks before we start. How are you feeling in this moment?
In this exact moment, I'm feeling not too bad. It's a little bit ups and downs with the excitement, and then obviously there's always a little bit of nerves that play a role heading into the Olympics. And this Games, there's certainly a lot of logistics we have to figure out just getting there with the testing process and just COVID-related things. So it's a lot to think about, and it's kind of hard to even imagine being there and competing. I don't know, even watching this footage from South Korea, it's like, oh my gosh, I can remember doing that, but at this point, I can't imagine what it's going to be like yet when we go into Beijing. So it's exciting, that's
Mikaela,
for sure.
You had COVID last month. Walk us through that. Must have been torturous for you in the hotel room. You've got to isolate. It stops training. I know you got imaginative with some of your training in the room. What did you do, and what was that like?
I had a couple little pieces of equipment. I had a kettlebell and one weight plate and some exercise bands, and I was trying to stay on top of it as much as possible. I had a bed frame, and I was able to do pull-ups on it, which was maybe a little overkill, but for whatever reason, pull-ups have been like a big thing of mine that I couldn't do a pull-up when I was 15 years old. I couldn't do one. So it's like, that's one of my big goals in my career. I want to be able to do pull-ups. So just staying on top of it. And,
man, you did it.
Yeah, and to show how good you are, after quarantine, you came out and broke a record. So, you were okay afterwards, right?
Well, yeah. I think the hardest part about it was basically having to be nearly sedentary, obviously not fully, but not being able to ski for 2 weeks during the season. I never take more than 2 to 3 days off max during the season. So having, essentially 2 weeks completely out of my ski boots off snow, that was the hardest thing to overcome. And coming back, we came right back into, one of the biggest bulks of the race season there. So Schladming, that race was just the end of that block of races, and I was just trying to get through Schladming so I could actually get to this point where we are now and train, get a really good chunk of training and try to catch up for what I lost when I was inside doing pull-ups on a bed frame.
If anyone can do it, it's you, Mikaela. You're a veteran.
We believe.
You've been there before.
Yeah.
It's all icing on the cake. We are cheering for you. And if you get scared or you want to go faster, just imagine there's big old Tyrannosaurus Rex
behind you,
chasing after you. And that'll get a little pep in your step.
That's what I'm going to be thinking in the start gate.
Thank you. Thanks, Mikaela.
Thanks,
again,
Mikaela.
We're going to be cheering you on. You can catch the Winter Olympics starting February 3rd right here on NBC, streaming on Peacock.
Opening ceremony 2 weeks from today.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.